Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome. We're gonna get back into more foodie beauty content. Now quickly, we are still doing some more new content, but I'm gonna try and follow up with another old video. I want to try doing the 3 videos a day, which is the new video for foodie, an old video from foodie, and the vlog with Amber. I've already done the vlog. It was wow. Let's just say that I got a little heated with how Amber was acting. So we're going to try and chill out a little bit with Foodie. No promises, of course. I know that I've only really done one video every 2 days, but I have kind of got to the point where editing these videos is really easy for me now. It's also a lot easier to kind of film them and kind of get my voice and points across. So it's a lot easier to overall to make them. So I might try to stick to 1 video a day or 2 videos a day, depending on how it is. But if I could do all 3, it is awesome. That's great. Just try my best, really. It all comes down to. But let's get straight into the video, shall we?
I have chicken, roasted chicken, breast, hummus, salad, and greens. Let's dig in. Bismillah, beauty bite.
As far as meals goes, this actually is not bad. This actually looks really good. That being said, we are going to try and cut out most of the chewing, most of the eating, just the weird, gross noises. That way, you guys don't have to sit through it as much as I do. It is really gross. But I will try to piece it together if she, like, speaks and then stops while eating and then speaks again. Try to piece it together the best I can.
Beezers, we gotta start eating our veggies. I dipped the chicken in the hummus. This is not homemade.
I mean, to be honest, I wasn't thinking it was homemade. It looked too good to be homemade. A slight shade of foodie, but at the same time, it's not really that difficult to make stuff like that. It's actually pretty easy. Kind of begs the question of, like, why did you add housewife into the title when, you know, you may pretend to be a housewife, but you're certainly not acting like one? I know that sounds so misogynistic coming from me, but it's not directed at housewives, it's directed at foodie. Like, you guys know what I mean when I say that. Like, I'm not saying that, like, oh, you need to act like a housewife 24/7. Like, no, I don't mean that for most people, or like most women. I mean that for foodie, though, because let's face it, foodie is not a housewife.
There's many restaurants like this here. These roasted chickens are, outside the restaurant they have these square rotisserie type things. But it makes you hungry because when you drive by, you see it like racks of these rotisserie chickens turning on the spit. And the juiciness, the juice is from the chicken cooking. Drop down and ignite the fire more.
Why do I have the feeling that she has her head out the window like a dog sniffing the chicken as she goes by?
I'm gonna do a bit of walking on the treadmill. I actually feel like motivated to do it. But when I lose that motivation, I'm just gonna tell myself or remind myself, how I feel after I go on the treadmill.
I'm not gonna lie, when I first started going to the gym, by the time I finished, I was in so much pain because I was just, honestly, I was probably overdoing it. Like, you're supposed to build up, but I'm like, nah, let's do this. We're going for like a 5K walk. Stupid idea, especially when you do it every single day. But I got to the point where now, like, I have a 2-year-old nephew and he is autistic, so he doesn't have an off switch. He is 24/7 going, and he'll keep you on your feet. Same thing at work. Like, now that I've lost like 56 kilos, I'm constantly running around with the dogs. I'm playing with dogs. We're jumping around. We're having the time of our lives. Same with the cats. Like, a lot of the cats don't really like, obviously, not really being manhandled, but they don't like roughhousing in the same way dogs do. And so you have to kind of be a lot more gentle with them. But you can always get like 1 or 2 cats in the shelter. You're running around with them, they're running around with you, you're running around the entire closure, jumping on stuff, playing around. It's extremely fun. Like, I have so much more energy now that I love being honestly half the nearly close. Well, we shouldn't say half the weight. I'm getting close to being half the weight I used to be. And like, I am having the time of my life with it.
Exercise and working up a sweat. Even just like walking for a bit, like I find it really makes your skin glow afterward.
I mean, yeah, that would actually be the sweat foodie, but I think it's more better. Something you and Amber would benefit from would be the mental. If you're going out, getting fresh air, getting some vitamin D, you really do feel a lot better when you start exercising. You also feel much better when you start cutting out a lot of the processed food. It just makes you feel so much better after a certain point. Like, obviously, it's going to take a while to kind of get to the point where you're no longer craving those foods, but once you get over that hill, you feel so much better. You really do. It's crazy how good you feel once you get over that hill.
Like exercise should definitely be a regular part of skincare routine. 100%. Hello.
Ah, I see keeping Julia away from the camera didn't last too long.
Okay, guys. So I did some groceries online, and I did them at 2 different places because there was different specials at each place that I shopped at. So I'm going to show you the first one here. Ugh, it's so heavy. So I got some green peppers. It's a lot of really nice looking green peppers. My gosh. I figured out a way to have them not go bad if I don't eat these all. Not stuffed peppers, but I'm gonna like blend them with some onion and garlic and make a sauce when I cook stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, that definitely would be good, making them into a sauce. Like, that would be really tasty.
I needed some spices. I got more vermicelli to mix with rice. I got some curry powder. I use curry a lot, like to season chicken and stuff like that. Onion powder, or sorry, garlic powder, and this is onion powder. If you guys know a way that you can keep these from caking, because before I finish it, they start caking and then I have to use a strainer to use my powders. I heard that keeping it in the fridge, but I don't know about that. So if you could,
I don't know about sticking it in the fridge. Wouldn't that do the opposite thing? I feel like that would make it even worse. Like, me personally, if it starts to cake, I just whack it into like a measuring cup or something like that. That way I can measure out how much I want instead of just going over the pot, wham, and then it goes all in. Because I've seen people do that before, and yeah, no, don't do that.
let me know. That would be so much appreciated. I got some red onions. Those are strong. I got a kg of some pretty nice looking tomatoes. These were 95 fills, by the way.
Honestly, that's not too bad for tomatoes, but like, I'm not a huge fan of them. Like, I'm a very hit or miss person. If they're in a salad, yeah, go for it. If they're in a salad roll or something like that, yeah, go for it, no problem. But if they're cooked, is a big no for me. Or if they're in something that is cooked, it's like a pretty big no. Like, a lot of people put them on burgers, don't like them on burgers. Maybe on a toasty is probably like the one exception. Like, if a ham and cheese toasty, you throw a piece of tomato on that, hell yeah. Like, other than that, I don't think it's really good. I'm not a huge fan of tomatoes.
And we have some eggplants. I love those with my dinner.
Oh, fried eggplant is so good. Like, it is so good. It is really bad because it sucks up so much oil, but my god, is it good.
and some lemon. And I got like 4 bags like this of potatoes. So I'm craving like scallop potatoes and like loaded potatoes. I don't know. Yeah, so that's it.
Yeah, I love potatoes too. Like, definitely, I have not had a potato bake in ages, and that is one of my favorite foods. Like, I used to make my own, and it was so good. Like, it's definitely one of those things that I know that I can't have now, because if I made, like, a bowl, like, I would eat the entire thing in one sitting. There's no way in hell that would survive the night.
So that bag. I'm sure you're confused, like, why did you buy all this food if you're not planning on cooking? Like, if you order out, well, I'm gonna try cooking. I don't know.
I do understand, like, feeling like you don't want to cook, but I mean, if you don't really have the intention of cooking, like, you say, oh, I need to do it, but you don't really want to, don't buy groceries, especially it's just a waste. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of an opportunity for someone else to buy the ingredients instead. Or, you know, you're also wasting the hard work of the farmers that actually take the time and effort to, you know, make those foods so you can eat them. Like, grow those foods in order for you to eat them. Like, it's just a waste.
It is more affordable, and it's also just like, it is healthier in the end. Like, I just feel better with knowing what I put in my own food.
I mean, yes and no. Like, it depends on what you make and how you prepare it. Like, you can definitely make healthier versions of food. It really comes down to your knowledge of how to prepare food in a way that tastes both good and is healthy. But with Foodie, I feel like she goes, if it's homemade, it's better. Like, yeah, it might taste better, but it doesn't make it healthy. It doesn't make it, like, physically better than the other food that you get at restaurants or takeaway. It depends on what you do and how you make it.
Okay, the broccoli is so cheap at this place. I should have got it from here from the beginning. 400-gram bag for 250 fills. So I got...
Looking at the USD for, like, bags like that is only 81 cents. In Australia, bags like that are $2, $3, maybe even $5 depending on where you go. We're getting screwed for groceries. That is crazy. Same thing with the tomatoes. I was looking at the tomatoes and I'm like, Jesus, like, that is so much more money in Australia than it is in the US. Like, 81 cents for a bag of broccoli. Like, I'm pretty sure the same bag would easily be $3 or $4 here.
5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys know I love broccoli. I find lettuce gives me heartburn these days, so, and cucumber too, I don't know why. Hey baby! So for veggies, I'm gonna have cooked ones mostly. Bread, it's not that fresh. It's always a gamble.
Oh, I know that feeling. I know that feeling 100%. Like, I used to work in a food bank, and the amount of people, especially like the managers that are supposed to care, are the type of people that just throw anything and everything in a box. And when people are paying $50 for a box of food for a week, and you're essentially trying to argue with the manager to not put rotten food in the boxes for a family to eat, is just flat out ridiculous. And like, it got to the point where there would be straight up actually rotten food being put in the boxes and taken into deliveries that get returned, and then when the manager was the one to okay that, then screams at us for doing it after we told them no. Like, oh my god, I did that job for a year, and then I just told everyone, literally, I just was in the middle of a shift and I said, nope, F this. I just said, F you, F you, F you, I'm done. And I just walked out because I was like, there's no way in hell I'm going to be treated like shit after I would constantly have to remake boxes and then get yelled at because I was wasting food. Which, I hate to break it to you, if the food is rotten and people can't eat it, it's not wasting food. It's rotten. Like, they can't eat it. Oh my god.
Some Kuwaiti beef. And some mandarins. Salah really loves mandarins, so yeah. I'm not like a huge citrus fruit lover. I like grapefruit is my favorite citrus fruit, but oranges, not really. So yeah.
Honestly, I like most citrus fruits. Like, yeah, they're pretty good. Like, grapefruit is really good. Passion fruit is really nice. I like pineapple, oranges, mandarins, nectarines. There's just so many good just fruits you can have. Gotta be very careful because a lot of them are very high in sugar. Very high. Grapes will put you over very quickly, but they are really so good. Especially like frozen grapes. Like frozen grapes are a really good snack. Like definitely don't recommend eating a whole heap of them, but they are really, really good.
All right, so that's it for this grocery store. I will show you now the rest of it. All right, so we have some eggs.
I really hope that she's not leaving meat and eggs just laying around. Like, please tell me you're not filming and be like, oh, we'll just leave this here for an hour while I film. Please tell me you're putting it away because I can understand why you get sick so often.
We have some roca? I don't know how you call it. Some greens that I always eat in my videos. Well, sometimes. We have a kg of red grapes. We have some red apples. My favorite, guava. I actually ate all the guava I had before. So, yeah, I really love it.
Oh, why do I do this to myself? Like, I haven't had guava in ages, but I F with guava. Like, mangoes, guava, all those good fruits. Dragon fruit's pretty nice too. Like, I wouldn't eat it by itself, but if you add it to other things, like, dragon fruit is really good too.
And some carrots. We got 2 chickens, 1,000 grams each. They were on sale, so I got 2. Can't go wrong with chicken. It's like so versatile. I love it. I love chicky chick. I got some sweet paprika, which I use a lot. Ran out. Some multigrain bread for my breakfast and stuff. Some freezer bags, just practical stuff. We needed more tissue, so I got tissue. Okay, so these, I got 2 packs of these. Sweet and low, sugar low chocolate chip cookies with sweeteners.
And this is right where you start to lose me. Like, I understand really good if you want to have something that's a little sugary if you're low, but this is going to be something that she snacks on. Like, definitely do not get these type of things around the house. Like, if you have something that's maybe 1 or 2, like, understandable, but if you're getting 2 packets of cookies, yeah, no, you're definitely going to be binging on these very quickly.
So, yeah, because, you know, like, I really love to relax while I'm editing my vlogs or videos with, you know, with an iced tea and like something's like a cookie or something. So I'm gonna try those. I got a 4-pack of milk. This is 4 liters of milk. It's not in the fridge because it's long lasting. Don't eat my bread. No, ow! Ow! Ow!
Good catch, Julia. You take her.
She's attacking me for the bread. No. It's not yours.
It's funny because a lot of people say that animals' personalities will reflect their owners, and knowing Foodie is very aggressive when it comes to food, it's hilarious that she is also aggressive to food, and to the point where she's actually attacking Foodie over bread.
We have, these are just good to have in the cupboard. I got 3 bottles of pasta sauce. I got 2 bags of shredded mozzarella. I like this one. It's not greasy. It's partly skim. And I want to try putting like the pasta sauce with cheese on some chicken breast or something. Some parmesan, some lemon for salad. I'm not a fan. Whew, this was on sale. Very good deal, but the 7 kgs of Tide antibacterial Tide powder. We use the detergent powder. It smells really nice. We have 1 kg of frozen chicken breast. We have some, I think this is almost a kg, 900 grams of drumsticks.
Honestly, for a second, I was actually thinking just like, oh, this is really boring. I'm just going to skip over this part. And then she pulls out chicken who's just been sitting there that entire time. Like, dude, no wonder why you're constantly getting food poisoning. Are you shitting me?
If I have to eat brown meat, the drumsticks are my favorite. So yeah, that's about it for the grocery haul. I just wanted to top up on some healthier things. We still have a ton of snacks. I put them all in a bag for Salah to keep with him. And a ton of drinks. We still have a ton of drinks.
Oh god, I can imagine that. Like, she will probably be in his ear 24/7 asking for a snack until he breaks. Like, I know for a fact I would lose my shit after a day, and I'd be like, just eat them all. Just go eat them all. Go into the bedroom and leave me alone.
I didn't buy myself any diet soda because I just drink way too many if I have them here, so I'm just going to be sticking to water. We did get 2 more cases of water. So yeah, that's about it. Now the fun part, I have to go put this away. And then I'm going to walk on the treadmill, so I'll end my video with walking on the treadmill.
Alright, cool. We're skipping over to that.
Let's put it 1.9. And let's go.
Oh, Jesus, Foodie, that angle is not doing it for you, mate. Yeah, just lift us up a little more, please. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of the video. Kind of a boring one, honestly, but thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, well, to the best of your ability anyway, and I hopefully get to see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.